How's it going, you guys? We're over here at the San Jose Convention Center, and I'm with Gray. We're going to be checking out some electric bikes today. And so he's been with the company for a while. He's a mechanic for them, and he's going to be telling us a little bit about the few different models they got here. So,
We'll probably start with the lightest bike, the Thin. Very light bike with battery and motor. You're looking at barely 50 pounds. These are a 350 watt geared hub motor, 36 volt. These have a 10.5 amp hour battery, which normally are 36 volt, 350 watt bikes are 20 to 40 mile range. I would give this one a little more, being that it's that much lighter.
are you taking these home and charging them, or is the pedal recharging the battery?
No, they don't do regenerative braking. That's not really efficient for bicycles.
Yeah.
More of a gimmick as far as, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's constant drag for not a whole lot of benefit.
Yeah.
These you plug in just like you would a laptop. You have an access port that you hear for the on and off switch, and you have the same port on the other side for plugging it in and unplugging it. And at the same time, this patented watertight box, your battery is here. Storm Sondors is a battery guy and sells nothing but the highest quality batteries. Controller, etc. You can see it's a very simple setup. It's 99% bicycle and 1% electric. You know, you got battery, controller, motor. The rest of it's just bicycle. So as far as getting them worked on, any bike shop can work on them.
How long does it take to recharge it?
This is, if it's fully dead, about 4 hours, or when it's brand new out of the box, you want to leave it on there until it's fully charged, and that's usually 4 to 6 hours. But normally, completely dead battery, about 4 hours.
And then on this screen, are we getting distance, battery, percentage?
Yeah, this gives you everything. It gives you your 5 levels of pedal assist, 1 through 5. Gives you your speedometer, your odometer, your trip meter, your battery gauge, even temperature, and things like that.
Okay. Is there a purpose to the design of these right here?
No, that's just spacers.
Okay.
For the
And is this to control how much the shocks are for depending on what terrain you are?
Right, adjustable air shocks, and you can adjust the dampening here. And you can actually lock them out. So if you prefer to just have it stiff, you can do that. Some situations you don't want any shock, so it allows for that. This is the first full-size folding bike on the market, basically.
Is this one folding that way?
Yeah, this folds this way. You have your battery in here, and all Sondors bikes, the battery locks in with a key, because that's the most expensive part of the bike.
Okay.
So you basically unlock it and slide it right out, and you can charge it on the bike, or you can take the battery in the house and charge it. You can charge it on the bike through this access port right here. And you've also got your on-off button right here. These are a standard non-adjustable shock. Just call this a suspension fork rather than an adjustable air shock like that one. All Sondors bikes have disc brakes. This is a 350 watt, 10.5 amp hour battery, 20 to 40 mile range.
Okay, so about the same.
$7.99. This is incredible for this much bike.
Some bikes run $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah, and you put this next to the competition or anybody else's $2,500 bike, and this is a better bike. It's just half the money. This one is our flagship, basically what we started the whole revolution, electric for everybody. And this is called the original.
Is this one would be like for snow or like more?
Yeah,
kinda...
exactly. More off-road, but it handles on-road as good or better than any regular bike, especially for an older guy like me. These tires being so large absorb a lot of the shock, and also the holes in the rims also give it flex.
Is that something that you guys came up with, was the holes in the rim?
We didn't invent it, but we're probably one of the first people to really put it into use the way we do.
Implement it.
Yeah, and watertight, patented enclosure. Huge, like I said, Sondors is a battery guy, and these are the highest quality batteries you can buy. If you go onto a cheap website, something on Alibaba, and look for batteries for electric bikes, you'll find them for even more money than these, and for not near the quality. So that part kind of blows me away.
So you guys developed your own battery?
Yeah. These are all built and designed by Storm and built to his specifications, which are exacting and really precise. So this is the flagship 350 watt, 36 volt, 20 to 40 mile range, 20 miles throttle only, 40 miles if you pedal. And all of Sondors bikes have throttle and pedal assist. So when you pedal, your 5 levels of pedal assist, you can adjust while you're riding on the fly, and you can also shift gears. And I find that using the gears and the levels of pedal assist together make it so that you can tune your ride to exactly the way you want it. Exactly as much effort as you want to put out. You know, if you're a little tired, you don't really feel like putting out too much effort, you give yourself more pedal assist, maybe shift down a gear or two.
Okay.
If you feel like getting a little workout, put this down to 1, put this up to like 6th, 7th gear, and give yourself a nice workout. I've lost a lot of weight in the last 4 years, and I'm not intending to, or exercise. I'm intending just to have fun.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I'm dropping the weight and being a lot, feeling a lot healthier.
That's the best way to have it done.
Yeah. This is our folding bike, 500 watt. This one's $9.99.
Is the battery only in here?
Yeah, and again, it's very easily accessible. Locks in with a key. It's the most expensive part of the bike. This is, like I said, 500 watt. This is a 48 volt bike, so it's capable of higher speeds. However, class 2 is limited to 20 miles per hour. But you can adjust settings, and the bike will actually go faster than that if you make it into class 3. This here now is top of the line. This bike stands head and shoulders with any competitors or so-called competition bikes at more than twice the price. This one's $16.99, and it's premium everything. Hydraulic brakes, which is probably one of the best improvements on a bicycle. Very smooth braking compared to these are plenty capable, but hydraulic is just way better. This is also adjustable air shocks. You can fill them with air here. You can adjust them or lock them out here. Has the same watertight box. This is a suspension seat post, which gives you really nice dampening. It's kind of hard to push, but when you're sitting on it,
it really needs the weight.
Yeah, really nice dampening on these. Surprisingly, perform really well. 750 watt proprietary motor. The public can't buy this motor. It's only made for Sondors by Bafang, the best named manufacturer of motors there is.
Where are they based out of, do you know?
They're China. But as far as geared hub motors goes, Bafang makes about the best, and they make this just for Sondors exclusively. No one else can buy this motor. It's a really high torque 750 watt motor. I rode this bike, not this particular one, but this model, all over San Francisco all day. And you know how the hills in San Francisco, it's very steep, and not only are they steep, they're long. So long uphills would generally kill an electric bike. Going riding just uphill steadily for 10, 20, 30 minutes without stopping or slowing down, it kills most electric bikes. This thing did it all day long without breaking a sweat, and the range, it surprised me, and I worked for Sondors, and it surprised me. Rode all over the city, and still had charge left when we were done, and we pretty much rode all day. Up to the Golden Gate, back down to the Fisherman's Wharf, up across the city, down into the financial district, all around the financial district, and then into downtown, and still had charge left when we were done.
I can see a lot of people up there wanting to, especially around here, ride these because, a lot of them, even though they're making a lot of money, they're perfectly fine taking the train, bus, whatever, just because there's so much traffic up there. And options like these or the electric scooters and all that kind of stuff is exactly what they're looking for. So,
Yeah, becoming very popular.
especially SF.
Yeah. Yeah, they kill traffic. I mean, traffic and parking is not an issue anymore with one of these. This one has the color display. Like I said, everything on this bike is upgraded.
I like the display on here. It's good.
Isn't that a beauty? It's almost like a cell phone. It's real nice quality stuff. And for the price, this was $16.99, and it's our state-of-the-art bike. This is the best of everything for $16.99. This one is our newest model. This is the MXS mountain bike.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's like mountain bike.
Yeah. You can see the difference in the frame. It's the square tubing, much stronger. This one's made for jumps, real high load stuff. A lot of shock. It's made for it. It's made for big jumps, big rough terrain, and at speed. It's also got suspension seat post. We've got a little narrower tire on this one.
Do you guys have people testing these out on the actual trails and everything?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, a lot of dedicated single track folks prefer the hardtail as opposed to the full suspension mountain bike. The hardtails, I think, now are much more popular, so that's why we designed it as a hardtail. Has the same box. This one has better air shocks than this one here at their same price. But this one actually has a better quality air shock. This is a very good quality air shock on this one, but these are a little better. Adjustable air, hydraulic brakes, color LCD, same as the XS. This is called the MXS.
Okay. Sweet. Well, thank you for showing us all, what was it, 6 bikes here? That's awesome.
Thanks for allowing me to. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll be seeing you
Nice
guys
meeting you
later.
folks.